As a project manager, it's your role to efficiently communicate with your team members. While actively managing a team, as a project manager, you will continuously need to exchange information and messages regarding project deliverables, goals, deadlines, client requests, and so on. It's quite normal that due to the quantity and speed of information flow, many times misconceptions and miscommunication creep into projects. However, as a project manager, it is your responsibility to make sure that relevant stakeholders have accurate information at right time. Do you know that 37% of the projects are not completed on time due to poor communication? This emphasizes the importance of communication on a project, which cannot be stressed enough. In the next 5 minutes, you will learn about the project communication plan and its key component. This will help you to improve your communication skills and increase your chances of project success. Also, there is one key aspect of communication, which has a detrimental impact on project success and achievement. I would discuss them later in this video. So stay tuned. Good communication is good project management. That's why you need a communication plan that outlines who you should be talking to, how you'll reach them, and what information to provide. Without planning, it's common for communication efforts to get off track, hurting project progress and team members. The culprit might be poorly crafted messages, misdirected resources, or even unprofessional execution. Formally, a project communication plan is an agreement between collaborators and stakeholders that outlines what, when, and how the information will be shared at key intervals. Information like status updates, task-related questions, and meeting details should all be included in this written guide. Here are 5 steps you can follow to create an effective communication plan. The first step is to identify the purpose of your communication plan as a whole. The intent here is to find out what you're trying to accomplish with your communication strategy. Each team or stakeholder may have an interest in a different type of information in a different format. The second step is to clearly identify the project stakeholder. Basically, you need to know who are you trying to reach. Knowing your audience makes it possible to plan your communication logically. You'll need different information and reports for different groups. Also, you'll need different channels and methods to reach each of those groups. The third step is to identify what information needs to be shared with different groups of stakeholders. You should carefully draft your report and information format and keep the need of stakeholders in mind. Planning the content of your reports is necessary to make them effective. Create a concise message that describes project-related issues, problems, and solutions. This provides a unique value proposition and is often useful to stakeholders. Once you decided on content, the next step is to select the right communication channels. Choose the communication channels that is best suited to reaching your target stakeholder in an efficient manner. Several times, the model and type of communication channels are described in the contract agreement between client and company. For internal stakeholders, you will need to follow your organization's procedures and guidelines. The fourth step is to define performance metrics for communication plan effectiveness. Set measurable matrices for your communication efforts. These matrices will help you forecast the productivity and the impact of your communication plan. These matrices provide key inputs to evaluate results and provide insight to optimize the existing communication plan. The fifth step is to evaluate and review your communication plan. If you evaluate your communication plan in terms of both how well you carry it out and how well it works, you'll be able to make changes to improve it. It will keep getting more effective each time you revise and implement it. A communication plan is important in project management because it helps get stakeholders, clients, freelancers, and team members all on the same page. Communication plans fail if there is excessive discussion around the project or if the scope of each interaction isn't defined. These issues can have a significant effect on deadlines and budgets. Here are the few items that every good communication plan includes for managing their projects. The first one is a contact sheet with collaborator roles and relevant contact information that highlights project phase owners. Second is the list of what needs to be communicated throughout the project, like meeting updates and content outlines. The third is to include the 5W of communication, that is who, what, where, when, and why, for each major communication type. Fourth is to highlight good things and to know about projects. Fifth is the schedule of events for any pre-planned reports or meetings. The sixth is to designate status update types, where they will be located, and who will update them. The seventh is to assign reviewers to tasks that require them. The eighth element is the definition of the communication method, date, time, and frequency of each major communication type. The benefits of a good project communication plan include staying in line with budget, timeline, and scope expectations, to name a few. The right strategy can solve most major communication breakdowns before they even happen. Having a plan up front makes it easier to focus on task completion, instead of forgetting who said what at the last meeting, or having to shift through dozens of email chains for the latest update. When there is a plan, to ensure that all stakeholders are kept appropriately informed, your project team can respond to change, ensure good client management, and maintain a high standard of communication. However, miscommunication, rumors, and misconceptions don't take hold. At worst, multiply, which could cause you extra time and energy to go back, try, and reevaluate everyone, and get them back on the same page. Or at worst, if these rumors and misconceptions persist and multiply, they can actually kill your project. PMI report found that in addition to its effect on productivity, miscommunication also has a heavy emotional impact on team members. Loss of morale, stress, and frustration abound when employees can't connect. That's burden employees may carry home with them, affecting their home life and future work performance. A communications plan is the way to keep all these miscommunications away and keep all project information together in one single place. The concepts and techniques you learned at Projects Mind are applicable to all your projects and are used by Fortune 500 firms. If you like this video, then hit the like button and let us know how you feel about us by leaving a comment in the below section. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to see our latest videos when they come out. See you later, and bye for now.